Hello, everybody. Everyone who is in the chat because they're playing, or everyone who's in the chat because they are watching. I want to welcome everyone to the premiere episode of Composure. Before we get started, I just want everyone to know. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I want everyone to know who's watching and playing that as a group, safety tools are being used behind the scenes. We have an open Zoom chat so that anytime we need to break, reset, or something needs to be discussed, that is happening. As for content warnings or trigger warnings, all the basic phobias, ists, or anything that could be disrespectful, dehumanizing, or potentially deal with concepts of abuse will not be involved in this particular game. If there's anything that I potentially after the game may think could be a content warning for the thing, whether it is food or something that some people have phobias of, something like an animal or an insect, those content warnings will be added after the stream goes up on VOD. As always, if something makes you uncomfortable for whatever reason, please do what you need to do for you, which is mute, go away, come back, do what you need to. None of us will take it personally. We just want you to have a wonderful time. With that said, I have an amazing group of players. Due to some timing things, I do not have all of their tags in our Nightbot just yet. I was working on it, and then, hey, it was 7:30, so we're a little bit behind, but definitely look them all up on Twitter. Their information is in all of our promo posts regarding our particular cast, and I'll also try to share them at the end of this game when I can. For anyone who may be looking for something familiar, what system are you using, etc., etc., I would like to welcome you to Composure, which is a musical TTRPG named after an original TTRPG created by me, aptly named Composure. It's a very simple system, and I'm going to go over the basic rules just in case someone watching the VOD is curious about what we're doing or what's happening behind the scenes. It's a very simple system that focuses on creamy thematic role play, ROLL, ROLE play, as opposed to the crunchy mechanical role, ROLL play. Having three main states: persona, passion, and performance. And those skills are rated based on the position the character has and their time signature formatted skill level range. The top number of the time signature is how many d8s our player is allowed to roll. And as a roll under system, the bottom number of the time signature signifies what number or lower a player has to hit on their dice to equal success. For example, 2/4 would mean our player can roll 2 d8s and needs a 4 or less to succeed. Each skill check goes up against a difficulty of 2 to 4, easy to hard, as the number of successes needed to pass. With me so far? I hope so, because I'm trying to get through this as quickly, but clearly as possible. Good. As our players level up, they can make it to 6, 8, and finally 12, which may or may not happen, as their success criteria, and with the number of the die at the top can be up to 6, depending on the type of character. So gameplay goes like this. Roll 2, 3, or 4 d8s, depending on the first number of their stat. Those stats, again, are persona, passion, and performance, and those are bucket skills. There's a lot of things bucketed into those for simplicity's sake. A success if the number is equal to or less than 4 for our particular players, and they need no less than 2 successes to succeed at a task. If something is at a 1 success need, I'm not going to have anyone roll for that. That's something like tie your shoe or open a door. We're not going to do those rolls. They can add a d4, which I just remember I forgot to ask everyone to decide which skill they wanted to add a d4 for, but we can do that as we go. They can add a 1d4 to one specific stat that their position specialty boosts, and that's at their choice. So it could be persona for someone who's visual. It could be passion for someone who is a rapper. Who knows? If it's equal or less to the first number of their stat score, as in a 2, a 3, or 4, they succeed on that d4. Then it counts as an additional success. Because we love consequence models, especially consequence models that help we grow as characters, 5 successes equals something called a solo. Once everyone in the group has gotten up to 5 successes and at least one solo, the group levels up. A solo gives them the opportunity to add an additional die to their roll in order to potentially hit a more difficult challenge. If they have a failure for whatever reason, they need to be keeping track of that because 5 failures equals 1 practice room session. Now, a practice room session will allow them to remove a level of difficulty from a future challenge. With this so far, that's about it. Hopefully it'll get easier, not only for the players, but the viewers to keep track of as we go. But I know everyone is excited to play because this is the premiere. We are going to let everyone introduce themselves, tell us what characters they're playing. You don't have to go into details about who they are or so on. And then we'll get started. And I am going to start based on the order of how people are at my Zoom window. And start with Layla.
Hi, I'm Layla Bamanziari. My pronouns are they or zer, which is like she, her, but it's a little zestier. And I'm going to be playing Charlie Cross. Uses they, them pronouns.
And Nikki.
I'm used to going last.
You're on mute.
I am Nikki, and I am playing Fiona Flowers, or her stage name is Fiona Flowers, and we both use she, her pronouns, and she is a dancer.
All right. Jess.
Hello, I am Jess, also known as Bardic Bell. My pronouns are she and they, and I will be playing Flip DeLuca, who is a singer, and his pronouns are he, him.
Alrighty then. Amanda.
Hi, I'm Amanda. My pronouns are she, her, and I'll be playing Isabel Cardozo, also known as Nyx, the visual.
All right, Tiff.
Hi, my name is Tiff. I use they, them pronouns. I will be playing Michael, aka Masa Parrish, and he is a dancer.
Alrighty then, and last but certainly not least, Annie.
Hi, my name is Annie Oakley. I will be playing Nova. Both Nova and myself use she, her pronouns, and she is a singer.
Alrighty then. I guess we can get started into our first episode of Composure. Now, we've already dropped on social media the announcement of the group, but let's backtrack a little bit. Let's go back in time about how they got to the point of their first fan sign. Well, zoom in if there was a camera to a pretty nondescript building. It kind of looks like a warehouse, but there's a sign on the outside that says Charis Studios. Yes, this is a very special location because inside with a microphone, there's a dark brown lady dressed in a stylized business suit, tracksuit combo, like someone who wants to be professional but is also still a little hip. It has a top that's a zip-up hoodie and a matching skirt with an expensive-looking shell one under it. Her hair is pulled back into a bun ponytail of thick, frizzy, dark burgundy curls, and her hazel eyes shimmer with excitement, barely contained by her professional composure. She holds a microphone, and behind her is a room filled with masked staff and about 12 to 14 chairs, some filled with hopefuls wearing numbers and waiting for their names to be called. Hello, this is Melody Matter from the Make It Pop News channel, and I am coming to you live at the Charis Studios audition hall as they make their final cuts for their brand new musical group. This is a studios that went under extreme reorganization and revamping after being the mastermind behind the underground turned popular musical scene group Deep Freeze, popular for such smash hits as Lost in the Woods and the vacation reality show Not the North Pole. I hear word that the producers, managers, and guest judges have narrowed it down to 12 lucky hopefuls. This is the semifinals. The atmosphere in the audition hall has been tense, and while there have been many tearful farewells, there has been this underlying shimmer of anticipation as people sit and wait for their name to be called. Let's see now. And this is where the camera would pan to show a young, slender, masculine-looking individual with bright pink hair who slinks out of a shimmering turquoise-colored door that has some type of glittery effect on it for drama, because there's no reason for there to be a glittery door in the warehouse, but hey, it's fabulous and whatnot. And as everybody turns his way, he just shakes his head and the wistful but not quite downtrodden smile just shrugs and is escorted to the exit. And everyone in the hall sort of lets out a sigh of relief, but also makes sure to applaud as one less person in competition. And so the audition room is filled with hopefuls, just watching and waiting for that door to open and hear their name. And I'm going to roll a dice so I can randomly pull people for fairness. Doesn't matter. It went to the first person on my list anyways. The door opens and there's a small diminutive individual, about 5 foot, and just sort of peeks out and says, Charlie Cross. Charlie Cross, you can come in now.
Yeah, that's me. And I basically run over.
Whoa, okay. And will you go ahead and describe Charlie for us?
Oh, yeah. So, Charlie, non-binary, trans mask, clearly got a haircut exactly 2 weeks ago. Like, knows exactly when to get the haircut. Got like this like quiff kind of haircut, but it's curly, so it has like a lot of texture in it. Classic white t-shirt and like a collection of necklaces. Like one of them has like a smiley face. One of them just looks like a cross necklace, and like there's a bunch of different ones just stacked on top of each other. Same with rings. They're half Middle Eastern. They're wearing like skinny jeans, like the skinny jeans, right? That are patterned. And sneakers that look really comfortable, that are also like worn in a lot, like they clearly wear these a bunch. And nails painted like a bunch of different colors. And like brown eyes, and beautiful. Just beautiful.
And Charlie is aka Cross, is led into a room. It's a simple room with the hardwood floor and the calming blue walls and just a singular table where there's 4 people settled there. There is a femme presenting individual with dark brown skin and these very intense eyes, head shaved very, very low so that it's almost bald, and currently presenting as a she. This is Fatima Forte, and Fatima Forte just sort of nods as you enter, her hoop swaying ever so slightly. Beside them is Rick Rest, a very well-known producer. Charlie Charis. He's the only one in a business suit. Charlie has this thick mop of black hair, is mixed in some kind of way, but nobody knows exactly what went into that mix, just it's this light honey brown. And he sits there nodding at people as they enter. And then finally, only people who follow the music industry very closely, there is a slender, tall individual with golden brown skin, very long hair. It might be natural and it might be styled. Hoop earrings, dressed stylish but urban-like, makeup on point, lashes on point. This is Nalia. And Nalia just nods politely as Charlie enters, and they just say, we're going to keep it simple. Fatima is the first person to talk. So you put on your resume that you want to be known as Cross, and we're happy to tell you that from here on out, you are indeed Cross, and you will be one of the first members of our new group. Congratulations. How do you feel?
I feel amazing. If they're close, Charlie goes up and shakes all of their hands. It's like, thank you so much. This is incredible. Yeah. No, I mean, it feels like what I've been working for my whole life is finally happening. What I've known I was meant to do and finally getting a chance to go out there and do it. And, thank you guys so much for that opportunity.
You are more than welcome. You worked for this. I'm Fatima. I'm going to probably be your manager. So when they told me and brought me on for this, I really, really wanted to make sure that I had a hand in picking everyone, because it's easier to manage a group that I'm passionate about, especially if they're just as passionate about themselves. So thank you so much. You can go ahead and exit, and welcome to the group.
Thank you so much. Can't wait to meet the rest of them. And Charlie walks on out the door.
All right. And as Charlie leaves, the little assistant comes back and peeks out. I'm looking for an Anna Simmons. Anna Simmons.
Anna, or Nova, stands up. She's obviously quite excited, but she's trying to mask that, and she briskly walks toward the announcer.
Alrighty then. Can you describe Anna Simmons, aka Nova, for us?
I would love to. So Nova is a average height Black woman. Half of her hair is blonde and the other half is pink, much like mine is today. She definitely gives off this vibe of like girl crush, very confident. Yeah.
All right, and you're shown into the room with these 4 judges and the producer, the manager, the guest judge, and the owner. And as you walk in, everyone gives you a nod of greeting. You see Lilia is actually sitting there as well. And Fatima leans forward. On your resume, you put Nova as your stage name. And I am so happy to announce for you that welcome to the group, Nova.
Okay, so Nova's going to break down and cry for 2 reasons. One, because obviously she's really excited that she made the group, but also because she sees her idol Nilia there and she cannot control herself. She manages to get out between sobbing that just how much she's wanted to be a singer ever since she saw Nilia perform when she was a child. So it means so much to her that she is able to have this moment and also have her idol there in the room with her as she starts her journey.
And as Nova is having this emotional moment, you even see Nilia a little bit like looking to everyone like, can we move? Can we? And Nilia stands up and comes around the table with like some Kleenex and just kind of leans forward to offer it to you. It's okay, girl, it's okay. Just, it's okay. Take a deep breath. You made it. Like today is the first day of like an amazing journey. So I'm proud of you and I can't wait to see what you're gonna do.
Thank you so much. I'm just gonna just skip on out the door.
With that, go to 3. Ooh. Philip DeLuca.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, okay, come if you could.
Yeah. He's like almost bouncing, like he's so excited.
Can you describe Philip DeLuca, aka Flip?
So Flip is about 5'6", 5'7". He's kind of broad-shouldered, though. He's kind of got a little bit of a heft to him. He's got curly black hair. He's got a little bit of dirt stash goatee going on. And he has like olive skin, and he's wearing like a t-shirt and jeans, but he's got like this suit jacket on. It looks almost cool, but then he rolled up the sleeves and now it looks a little dorky. But he's super stoked and he's like bouncing on the balls of his feet.
And the assistant shows you in. You're in the room. Fatima looks forward. Oh, so said that if you made it to the stage, you go by the name Flip. Well, Flip, it's very nice to meet you. Welcome to the group.
Really? Oh my God. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Thank you. Oh my God. Yes.
Oh, okay. Seems like you're really excited. That's good. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, breathe. Just breathe.
Okay.
All right. You're gonna be I like this level of excitement. Keep it there. And I'll see you with the group.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And he's just like losing his mind.
And in between Flip and the next person, there's a couple of other people that go in and come out shaking their head. And by the time it gets to our next person, Fiona Flores. Fiona Flores.
That's me. She's like over in the corner with her leg up, stretching, like fully vertical. Puts her leg back down and walks over.
All right. And can you describe Fiona Flores, aka Fiona Flowers, for us?
So Fiona is 5 foot even, but she tells everyone she's 5'1". She is wearing what I would call like hammer pants kind of style joggers that are like a dark gray. And she's wearing like an off-the-shoulder oversized t-shirt with sports bra underneath. She has her hair up in like a Ariana Grande style high ponytail. And for auditions, she would not be wearing this much makeup. She just has on some natural looking fake eyelashes and that's it. And maybe her eyebrows are done, but otherwise not a lot of makeup for auditioning because dancers don't want to sweat their makeup off. It looks real bad when you do that. So that's her. Looks like me. She's Portuguese like I am, so.
And you're shown into the room with the panel of judges and so on, and you have the producer, Rick Rest, actually leans forward and describing Rick Rest would be like someone who knows fashion, probably has his own fashion line, but just hasn't said it yet. And it's very street fashion. He's got an Asian look to him, but thick, curly black hair, and he just gives you a nod. You're the one that had no music. Like, I remember you. Like, you came in, we're like, okay, give us what you got, and then you just went for it.
Yeah, totally meant to do that. Mm-hmm.
All right. So what I wanted to tell you, and Fatima goes, oh, right. She's got it. And Fatima rolls her eyes. On your application, you said Fiona Flowers is what you call yourself if you made it, and I'm just happy to say it is so nice to meet you, Fiona Flowers. You are part of the group.
Legit? Like totally in the group?
Yes, legit, yes.
she like jumps up, like does like the like yes, and like her knees come up at the same time, way higher than any person who's only 5 foot tall should be able to jump. And then lands, tries to be cool, and then moonwalks out of the room backwards, like just.
Oh. Okay. With that, I love that mental picture. We go to okay, Isabel Cardozo.
Yes, and I just look up, and for some reason, not really expecting to hear my name. So I stand up slowly and start approaching the door, but kind of nervously. So Isabel, is about 5'6", average height. She's Latina, so kind of a medium skin tone, light brown eyes, dark brown hair, kind of cut in a textured bob, but her ends are dyed a bright teal color. She kind of has this rocker vibe to her, wearing like a oversized flannel shirt, black tank top, black ripped jeans, black Doc Martens. But she is a surprisingly very bubbly personality, but just has kind of an RBF about her at the same time.
And you walk into the room, see the layout, everyone with Fatima leans forward. It is my great, not only honor, but pleasure, as it has been for the last people we have said this to. On your particular application, you said that you go by Nyx if you had a stage name, and I am happy to say that here during this light of day, I am so happy to meet you, Nyx. You've made the group.
My eyes widen a little bit, and I just kind of grab at my chest, and I just go, oh my God, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you for this opportunity. And I go and I try to act professional, but my hands are like shaking as I legitimately did not expect to be chosen.
And everybody's just shaking your hands politely. They're like, hey, your voice, the Etta James, it was a thing.
Thank you for taking a chance on me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. And they just sort of wave you on.
Thank you. And as I walk out, you just hear, whoa, as I kind of put my fist in the air, but then just try to keep myself collective.
And then after a couple more people say no, it's always that last person who's always a little next to last or maybe last. Who knows? There's 2 other people who haven't yet heard their name. And then the little assistant comes out the door. Michael, I forgot to ask how. Michael Parrish? You're on mute.
Yeah, that's me. This guy gets up from a seat in the back at 6'4", very muscled, medium brown skin, and just a riot of long curly hair. And this unfortunate resting bitch face just sort of lopes up to the front.
And again, this assistant is like 5 foot squat, and it's probably because she's got on kitten heels, and she just says, okay, this way. And you walk into the room, and you're met with the calming blue walls and the producers and managers and guest judges. And as you walk in, Fatima leans forward. Can you call the other one in? And there's another individual who enters, and she's about 5'4", dressed like someone who went to a hip hop audition, but at the same time probably doesn't dress this way on a daily basis. She's got like long brown hair that's worn into pigtails, and she's got a look that a lot of people add to groups, and they look between you. So Fatima leans forward. It came down to you two. Nancy and Michael, and I we did a lot of deliberation, and I would like to say one of you definitely stood out in such a way that we knew this group would not be complete without you. We asked everyone to
Masa
tell
turns
us.
to the other girl and just says, "Congratulations! I'm really happy for you. That's awesome."
He says, wait. Whoever wrote down, and you know who you are, that if you were on a stage, the name you would want people to chant was Masa. Masa, you are the final member of our new group. Congratulations. And Nancy had been caught up in the moment of you turning to congratulate, and then she sort of goes, "Well, congratulations to you!" Like,
really?
Yeah, really.
Like no joke? Really?
Yeah. There was like.
That's amazing. Oh wait, do you guys hug? Can we do a group hug? Is that a thing we can do? Like, I don't want to do it if anyone's uncomfortable, but like, this is a very celebratory moment, and I just think a group hug would just like seal the deal. Can we do that? Like, get it? Yeah, come on, yeah.
And you've got like this international R&B superstar, Leah. You've got the manager. All these people. They're like, they sort of kind of awkwardly get up from behind the table.
Yeah, come on, bring it in. Don't be
around.
shy. This is going to be great. We're going to make a great group together, and I'm really, really happy. And I was also going to say, like, if you just wanted me to be like a background dancer or something, I would have totally gone with that. But being in the group is so much better. Thank you so much. Yeah. And he just pulls as many people in as he possibly can.
Like, and Nancy is in that uncomfortable situation where she was trying to exit, but then there's like this group hug thing, and so she's brought back in, but she can't even be, upset because of this energy. And they all kind of awkwardly hug and then say, "Okay, well, look forward to what you can do."
Wow. I'm really happy. This is great. And I promise I will be diligent and do all the things. Yeah.
Oh, right. Definitely looking for someone who can do all the things. Fatima looks amused. Like, Fatima is just like, wow, but also a little bit frightened as a manager because she's going through in her mind, oh my goodness, this energy. Like, like you've seen the person jump super high, the people really bubbly, like the one that was emotional, like all of this. And as a manager, she's like, oh my goodness, none of this. Like, I think the calmest person was Nyx, and even that is saying something. So she's like, I am, wow. And you're escorted out of the room, and Fatima finally exits. Fatima is already pretty tall, but with like these 6-inch heels, easily 6'2", and just stands outside the door with everyone else. Some people take out their phones, even though they shouldn't, because Nelia is there and because this and that. And some staff kind of tell them, "Hey, put your phone down. Put your phone down." And Fatima says, if you're still in this room and haven't been escorted out, stand up and look around. This is your group. Your group name will be revealed in 2 days after you get to know each other a little bit, but I just wanted to say congratulations. Welcome to Charis Studios.
Yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work. Let's go, guys.
Hell yes.
Totally. That's great.
I shake all of your hands.
Oh, Flip's just going around with high fives. It's like, hell yeah!
Okay, who are the dancers? Who are the other dancers?
Oh, me. I'm a dancer.
She looks up at you and is just like, Oh, this is gonna be fun.
And you have Nalia steps forward and says, I just want you all to know this is probably going to be like one of the highlights of your life, like when something that's starting new, but also like I don't quite know what it's like because I've always been a solo act, but you've got a family to support you through this. You've got, I hope you become friends on this like musical journey to not only like find who you are, but how you can impact the world. So I just want to say I'm super proud of you. I'm really happy they let me be part of this. Once we've got your social set up, definitely I'll make sure to get you added. And if you need anything at all, you can talk to your manager. She's got my contact information. Hit me up through a text or a phone call, and we can talk industry, we can talk feelings. Like, I'm here for you. Just think of me as like a big sister throughout this.
You're so cool.
Oh my god.
My God.
I am freaking out right now.
Wait, can I take a group picture with everybody?
Just make sure to get my good side. Wait.
But
And
both sides look good.
I know.
You've got the little assistant
Okay.
that comes from the door. It's like, can I help? I can take the picture for you. And then you've got like 2 hours to do what you need. And then we've got a group photo shoot to do. There's a couple of people, some news studios that want to interview you and say like, hey, welcome, and so on. So there's a photo shoot we're going to do in about 2 hours. But if you want me to quickly do a photo with you all together, I can definitely do that. I'm Penny. I'm going to be one of your assistants.
Hi, Penny.
She waves. Like today, she's the kind of person that you can tell changes her hair color probably on a weekly basis. Her hair looks fried, but in that way that they try to make it not look as fried. She's got a headband. And her hair today is like this bright green color. But you can kind of see like it's probably a chalk product or something that she's added to a bleached blonde. But she really doesn't look like she cares because she's got that bright green hair, but she's dressed business casual, like an assistant with the clipboard. And she says, so, yeah, I'm gonna take the photo, everybody group together.
Fiona's in the front in a split, like a full split with her hands up.
No, Flip is absolutely finger guns. He's
So we've got those two poses. How is everyone else posing?
I don't know what to do with my hand, so I just kind of do kind of an upside down V, like that.
I think Cross is gonna ask someone, does anyone care if I put my arm around them? And it's gonna do like a buddy pose with someone.
hell yeah.
Yeah, come along.
Nova is getting as close to Nalia as possible without like trying to seem as creepy as she probably does actually seem right now, just like not wanting to touch her, but also like, I'm so close to my idol, you know.
And Nalia just kind of reaches over to kind of pull you in a little bit closer because it's a photo. And Penny snaps a couple of pictures.
Let's do a silly one, guys.
Penny pauses. Okay, we're doing another picture. Penny's like,
Same.
oh, okay. Takes another picture. And as all of this happens, we'll fast forward a few moments, and you're sitting in a room with a backdrop that says Charis Studios. There's 6 chairs there for you. You've been directed, you've got to sit down. And Melody Matter is sitting there. And we have the final 6. Again, we have the final 6. We've been there since the beginning. There was over 300 applicants Because after the hit that was Deep Freeze, and of course that reality show, we really proved that here at Charis Studios, they're looking for the talent and the genuine self-expression. So here we are with these wonderful group of 6 people. Group name I've heard is TBD, but let's get a little bit of intro. She just comes up to each person, starting with Nova. So how does it feel? How does it feel to know that you beat out 300 other people to make it to where you are?
It's unreal. I have no words to explain how it feels. This is amazing.
Alrighty then. And so who was the first person you called? Like after you got the news and you could leave the room and so on, who was the first person you called?
My mom, of course.
Oh, okay. I cannot imagine what was like. What would you say is the highlight of this audition for you? Like this audition process?
Definitely being able to meet my one true idol, who I have followed after since I was a child. I would say second to that is probably just actually making it into the group, because that feels pretty awesome.
All right, you heard it here. We are talking to Nova, and Nova is proof that you can indeed meet your idols. All you need is hard work, talent, and a little bit of patience. Alrighty then, here we have Nyx. I hear you did something a little bit original, came in with Etta James. What went into that choice for an audition piece to be part of a pop group?
Well, I actually come from a background where my dad's actually a local musician, and I grew up listening to a lot of his old records. And I have, you can probably hear, I have a bit of a low voice. And, Etta James was one of the women I really looked up to, and I thought, man, her voice is incredible. So I really modeled my style after her voice. You don't hear a lot of women with low voices in pop music nowadays, and I just decided, now's the time. Let's go for it.
Definitely something new, something original, and something long awaited. And again, who was the first person you called when you found out?
Oh, it was definitely my dad. He was ecstatic.
Okay, I bet he was. You're making the family proud, and you're making musical tradition proud. Thank you so much, Nyx. And here we have Flip, how goes it? How are you doing? How are you feeling?
I'm so excited. I am stoked. I mean, this is the start of everything. I'm so excited. This is an awesome group of people. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait.
All right. What was you think the most memorable part of this audition process for you? Like, what is your top moment?
There was that moment, like right after I finished singing, and it was just the noise, the overwhelming noise of the applause. I mean, I thought my head was going to explode. It was so cool.
All right. Well, you can look forward to a lot more of that. If a small room of applause got you that hyped, I cannot wait till how you experience a full stadium of people. Because, hey, that's the goal. All right. And of course, I'm asking everyone, who was the first person you called when you found out?
Oh, geez. Well, my best friend, my sister Callie, she is always there for me. She is just the best. And I had to call her first.
Alrighty then. So I'm so happy to have met you. Thank you so much, Flip. Now, flexibility is key when you're in a group, and one thing that has been evident in all the behind-scene footage and so on, especially that clip that continues playing now if you go check the auditions and so on. Fiona Flowers, how does it feel to have made it? Not only as a dancer, but a member of a pop group. How do you feel?
It's hella cool. I can't believe it's happening. I have been, I thought that dancing was done. I went to cosmetology school, and now here I am in this group, and I just couldn't be happier.
Alrighty then. Now, what do you think might be the most challenging thing for you now that you are in a group that's not just focused on dance?
You know, it's not really a challenge. It's an opportunity to work with other people, um, and to make the dancing really go with the vibe that the singers and the rappers are going to be doing. I think that that's going to be like the best opportunity.
All right. And who was the first person you called after you got the good news?
I called my avu, my grandmother, and like she's so excited, and I can't wait to have her watch one of our shows.
Alrighty then. Well, congratulations, and I hope you continue to bloom. All right, moving on now, we have, now tell me I'm pronouncing this right. Is it Masa?
Oh, yeah. That's
Oh,
Mistake's name.
you definitely stand out in a crowd, not only because of your height, but of course of your amazing moves. Everyone was so happy, I am sure, to have you as part of this group. How are you feeling?
Uh, Honestly, it's like my brain has pop rocks in it, because it's all like, you know, fizzly and explodey, and it's really, really cool, but at the same time, it's kind of itchy, like that. Yeah.
Pop rocks worth of insight, like brain candy, pop rocks. I totally get it. Who was the first person you called when you found out?
Oh, well, I actually called my brother Gabe, but I wasn't able to get him. So technically, I spoke to his secretary first, but the intention was that I would get to him, but he was in a meeting.
Oh, okay. Well, second or third time's the charm. I am sure your family will be super proud to find out what you have achieved today, and I can't wait to see what else you have to bring.
Thank you.
Alrighty then. And last but certainly not least, Cross, how are you doing? How are you feeling? That is a cute necklace there. Love the aesthetic. How's it
Thank
feel?
you. Um, I'm really excited, but there's also this feeling of like settled contentment. Like I'm where I'm supposed to be with the people that I'm supposed to be with.
Like fate brought you all together. That is such a touching sentiment. Um, what do you think you bring to the group?
I bring charisma, I bring energy, I bring me. It's really, I'm so excited to see exactly where I fit in with all of these other amazing people.
Alrighty then. And who was the first person you called when you found out?
I called my parents, I put them on FaceTime, I had them get the cats, and I told them that I was going to be part of the group, that I made it.
All right, it was truly a family affair, down to the kitty cats, too. All right, I have been Melody Matter from Make It Pop News. We are the first people to get to interview this amazing new group of people from Charis Studios. Can't wait to see what they do. I have been told there will be a debut performance and a fan sign coming up for them as well. Keep track of not only the Charis Studios, but the Make It Pop News social media outlets for more information. And Melody goes to turn off the microphone as the cameras go off, turns to you all. Congratulations. So happy for you all. I know you must be exhausted. All I have to say is we probably will be seeing a lot of each other, and welcome to the industry.
Thank you.
Alrighty then. And with that, Penny pops back up. So, we're going to give you a couple of days, go back to your family, get your bags packed and so on before we move you to the dorms. We have a wonderful 3-bedroom condo that we have actually rented for you all so that you can get to know each other, live together, and so on. For now, it might be a little bit tight, but 3 bedrooms, you all
Question.
decide. Yeah.
Is anyone allergic to cats? Oh no.
Wait, I changed my mind. No, I'm allergic to cats. My character is not.
Okay. I'm bringing my cats, guys. Let's go.
Okay, so cats. Okay, and
2 of them.
okay, and in Masa, I see your hand up. What?
Okay, so you said it's a 3 bedroom, but those tend to be expensive. How much is the rent going to be per month? And is there like a voucher program so you can pay it back like a little bit at a time?
All right, so your condo is being fully paid by the studios. The studios pays for it. You all live there. Though you get a certain stipend for groceries on a weekly and monthly basis. Anything beyond that, you might need to cover. But until you start actually pulling in a profit, there's contracts and stuff that are going to come into place. You all also get a percentage of a stock, which can grow over time in the company itself. So as we succeed, you succeed as well. But you do not have to worry about rent.
Oh man. Thanks.
Yeah, it's gonna be like almost like a vacation, except we're working, but we don't have to pay rent, which is great.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay. There is full Wi-Fi. There are 2 computers in a gaming station as well that have been donated by our owner, wanting to make sure you all have that type of access and ways to think. If you have your own electronic devices, of course, you are free to bring them. Again, it's 3 bedrooms, a practice room, a recording studio, a living room and dining room kind of setup that blends into a kitchen. Now, if you would like to convert your vouchers to pre-made meals and just order in, that is possible. But again, you can get groceries so you all can cook. We do not have a cleaning staff, so cleaning will be your responsibilities, but hopefully you all will be on board with that. And we also have a backyard with a covered patio for privacy, so no one can be attempting to snap photos if you would like to get some fresh air. So 2 days, get everything you need packed up. Cars will be sent to bring you to the condo. And after that, you've got a meeting with Fatima. There's a lot of work that will go into it, but if you need me at any time, she starts to hand out her card to each of you. I am Penny. I am your personal assistant. But you will have a secondary assistant who will travel with you in your cars and so on. Their name is Skip, but you probably will meet them later on. Any questions?
All right, first night in the new place, I'm going to make a lasagna.
Hell yeah. I am so down for that.
I can
I
make a
make
pretty
garlic
good
bread.
salad.
Oh, yeah.
I make garlic bread and then I do the dishes afterwards.
Even better.
And then you just see Penny go, all righty then. So spend some time with your families. I will say, please let your family know that they should not spread any information about where you are located, your new information, and so on any social media. Your family and close friends can know, but just please make sure they keep any announcements that we have not made already off of the internet until then. So I'm going to go now because my feet are killing me. I have been literally standing up for the last 8 to 9 hours. You have a wonderful rest of your evening. And Penny just sort of walks off. And when she gets about 15 feet, she looks to the left and the right and just takes off her shoes and keeps on walking.
That's valid.
So brief synopsis, what does your characters do before we fast forward to where the next piece of this happens? Like, brief, how do they spend time with their family, or what do they do in preparation of moving to the dorms? We'll start with Fiona.
So as soon as my grandmother hears that I got on, she called my aunt and told her as well, and they live down the street from each other. They bought houses on the same street, and so they start calling all of the extended family, and so the very next day, everyone goes to my grandma's, and we have these like long like folding tables and like outdoor chairs that are the stackable kind, all set up in the garage because our family is too big to fit into the house. And like the older people, like my tias and everybody else, they are inside, but like everyone else is in the garage. And it's loud and there's a lot of drinking happening, and everyone's just throwing a party and really excited for Fiona.
I celebrate with my voice coach. We're just like so hyped. I unfollow and then refollow Taylor Swift to see if she'll follow me back. And I hang out with my cats, and immediately, much like Fiona, all 40 of my family members that I'm even slightly related to now know. It's a great time.
Who wants to go next, so I can point at someone?
I mean, I feel like we all have just these enormous families, but also there's just a lot of eating and a lot of just good old Italian screaming and wonderfulness. But yeah, it's definitely a crowded house. Flip's kind of excited to get away.
Masa actually goes to celebrate with his friend slash his manager at the convenience store he works at slash roommate, because he sleeps on his couch. His friend Tavon, he celebrates with him and also sends the copies of the contracts to his brother Gabe to look over. And then it's basically a day and a half of breathless waiting to see if Gabe will approve of him signing the contract, because he's going to look over it with a fine-tooth comb. But when he gets the approval, it's on. Yeah.
With Nyx, it's a little bit more of a low-key affair, because her dad was a musician, and this is like his most proudest moment that his little girls made it, and he can't wait to tell his old bandmates. And so they have a little get together, and they Nyx plays a little bit of guitar as well, so they all just get together and just start playing, start jamming. And she starts also packing up some of the records that inspired her as well in a little like travel case, so she can have them with her.
Alrighty then. What's Nova up to in these prep days?
So she's sort of just waiting, packing up all of her gaming systems and all of the things, combing through all of her stuff, trying to pick which things she actually wants to bring with her. She also asks her mom to make all of her favorite foods so that she can pack them up and take them with her when she leaves.
Good plan. That sounds like something I would do. I just need this stuff packed, so just in case. Alrighty then. So we will fast forward a couple of days. Socials have been off the charts. Everyone is excited. Everyone's coming up with guesses of what the name will be. People are tagging all the various members of Deep Freeze, both the ones that are still active and the ones that are not, about what do you think? Have you seen that? Clips that have been released of the audition are going viral. Everyone has been super excited. It's not quite you can't walk outside without someone recognizing you, but it's if you go into a store and you stand there a little bit too long, you may have someone come in after about 5 or 10 minutes, squint, do the head tilt thing, and ask, "Are you?" And then sort of move on. Nalia does add you all on socials. You all are given new social media handles that have like _ Charis behind them so that they know it's your official social media, you're given a list of do's and don'ts. You're given a list of, social media etiquette and so on. They remind you that if you have a private account for friends and so on, give you some etiquette or some recommendations on maybe locking that down to friends and family only. There's a lot of like dial in and listen in calls with instructions on what you should do before the cars show up to bring you to your condos. And this condo is in a gated community. Like this condo is legit. There's individual cars that come for you all, but in the driveway, because this is the kind of condo that's got like the garage and the driveway connected to it. The driveway there is like a 6 or 7 passenger SUV that is there, and the little front lawn is almost too well taken care of. Like you can tell nobody lives here. You're all given keys and allowed to go into this particular condo. It's all hardwood floors and white paint. Not a lot of personality in it, to be honest. It's like bare bones. There's some basic furniture in every room to make sure it's not empty. And as you enter in, there is one person that seems to be bustling around with the feather duster, wearing like this brightly colored, some nerdy sci-fi TV show themed apron. And this is Skip. And Skip is that kind of person who is, you can't tell if they're skinny or if they just don't take up much space. Like they seem to shift between realms. It's just this sort of, are they skinny because they don't eat, or are they otherworldly? You can't quite tell. He's got long blonde hair that he keeps in a loose ponytail. But then when he introduces himself, he seems to switch between various pronouns when he talks about himself or what he's doing and so on. But Skip is a unique individual. Thick glasses, sweatpants, but formal vest and button-down top like it's a suit, and then Birkenstocks on their feet. And Skip is just like, welcome. I tried to get all the dust because it was really dusty, and I was like telling all the little things, like, hey, you gotta move out. We've got people actually coming in. But I think I've got it pretty good. You all can choose rooms. You're gonna have to double up unless somebody wants to be on the couch. Oh, right, I'm Skip. I'm an assistant. Like, I work with Penny.
Hi, Skip.
Hey, dude, I love Starships. That's a great TV show. Are you kidding me?
Right. I'm just so sad it only lasted one season. Like,
yeah, I know. It didn't have the greatest budget, right? Like those aliens, weird looking. But
is that the one with the professor?
Points.
The professor,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and why was the professor on the spaceship?
Professor
there was some. Yeah, there was some. The writing wasn't always there. It wasn't always there, but I still really enjoyed it. It had some good gags.
Yeah. I've got like the collector's edition DVDs and so on. By the way, if you've got some DVDs that you want, we've got a couple of contracts with some companies or so, and we probably could get it if you did some posts about, hey, I love getting my DVDs from this company. Probably could definitely use that. Obviously this is your space. I'm taking up your space. This is your sanctuary. This should be your safe place. So I am always available via phone call, face chat, anything. I've got the phone. They gave me one. I didn't have one before I got this job, and then they gave me this phone, and it's smart, and it's got all these buttons and things on it. So I'm more of the tradition. I actually went to butlering school, so I've got credentials if you need to see them. But I'm here to be your assistant.
Hey, don't be a stranger.
Butlering schools?
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Do you have your bachelor's in butlering?
Something like that.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So-
Congratulations.
Bedrooms. How are the bedrooms furnished?
So each bedroom has two, they're not twins, they're slightly bigger than a twin, beds in them, plus a couch and a master bathroom in each of these bedrooms.
Dancer room?
Cr-
Fiona points at Masa. Dancer
Okay.
room?
Yeah. Okay.
Cross runs into the nearest room and goes, I call top bunk! And, like, gets on there and pulls out, like, a big stuffed chinchilla and, like, puts it on their bed.
Wait, do you have your cats? Can I meet your cats? And then
Oh my god,
Flip just
you
follows
have
after
to meet
them.
my cat. Whoever is rooming with me, I like to put the litter box in the bathroom, so you gotta be cool with that. I do clean it every day so it won't get smelly, but, like, that's a thing. And yes, please come meet Layla and Maginot. You'll love them. They're incredible. Chaotic, but incredible.
And I look over at Nova and just be like, I kind of do this thing. I'm just like, come on, night sky and stars, let's do this.
Yeah.
You also have Skip say, I'm gonna leave the list of approved vendors that we've got vouchers or like potential like some sponsorship money for. So if like you want to order some stuff for the place, if you want to change some curtains or whatever, just let me know. I will make it happen.
Oh, that's really nice. Thank you so much.
We gotta get a Persian rug in here. We gotta do it.
Fiona looks around at the white walls and then walks back out into the hallway. Hey, Skip.
Yeah,
Do we like own this or rent it?
we own it.
Can I get some like paint?
Sure, what color?
Whatever everyone wants for their rooms, and also some black and white paint.
Okay, I think that you all have some stuff where you're not going to be, unless you want to paint it yourself. Like, we can definitely get someone here to do it, or you all can do it.
I'm really good at putting up peel and stick wallpaper.
We should have a paint party, guys.
How do you feel about polka dots, Masa?
Polka dots?
Yeah.
Well, as long as they're not really big polka dots or really tiny polka dots, then that's cool.
All right. So we also need some polka dot peel and stick wallpaper for our room, for just like an accent wall. And I'm thinking like purple and teal.
All right, writing it down.
I turn to Flip and I'm like, Flip, if I painted a Taylor Swift quote on the wall, how would you feel about that?
Depends on the quote. Let me put it that way. What were you gonna
Okay.
put?
She's got so many lyrics. I'm sure we'll find one that you like. Let's do it.
Sure, I'm down. What color? What color are we doing?
My favorite is gold. What about you?
I like gold. What about like blue and gold?
Cerulean blue and gold.
Oh, like the crayon. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, like the crayon.
That was my favorite crayon.
Incredible.
Polka dots.
Oh, can I also
Masa
get some?
Masa actually goes into one of the rooms, looks down at the bed, and tries to do the thing where he flops on it, and his legs stick out over the side. So then he tries to like turn like a puppy and like curl up and try to get comfy.
I have an idea for that.
Huh?
I have an idea for that. I kind of figured you would be too big for the beds. So I had an idea. And she goes over and takes like her suitcases and stacks them on top of each other, and then takes an extra sheet or blanket and puts it over it and puts it at the end of Masa's bed and is like, There you go.
He sort of stretches his legs out. You're my new friend.
A skip. If we could get an ottoman for the end of Masa's bed, that would be really cool. This is just like a temporary solution. And then also, can I get some glow-in-the-dark stars?
It's going to be a double on the glow-in-the-dark stars,
Let's
by
make
the
that
way.
a triple order, because I'm totally here for that.
Fiona's
Can you
going to
get
be
the ones
such a
with the
bad
planets,
influence.
This is just going to turn into a 4-year-old's apartment.
Absolutely. And then Fiona's like, okay, who wants the first makeover? And like opens this like container that has all of her makeup from cosmetology school.
I've never had a makeover.
And you have Skip say, okay, so I need you all to kind of, like, I'm going to take some pictures of you, like, going into the rooms or looking like you just moved in and so on, and then I can post it on your group page, and it just be like, hey, just moved in. And then I like the idea of a paint party. We can make that an event as we build up to the thing. We can get you all some coveralls, and you can do a whole thing.
Like the finesse video.
Oh my god. I look great in gold and blue. This is going to be incredible.
Right. So I've got polka dots, I've got quote stickers, I've got ottoman, I've got glow-in-the-dark stars, I've got paint, I've got coveralls, and it's a no on the getting like contractors in here to do it. You all are going to decorate this apartment yourselves. I mean, this condo yourselves.
Totally.
Do that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, if Masa doesn't mind doing like the crown molding, that would be awesome.
No, I don't mind doing that. That was a summer job back when I was 14.
Awesome.
Okay. And Skip was just like, I'm going to put this order in. Probably can get it like by the end of today. You all settle it in. Fatima is going to be in probably for dinner. So be prepared for that. They can be really intense sometimes, but always bring good food. Like, always bring good food. Anything else I can get while I'm out?
Cereal.
If you could get so much candy, like when I say so much candy, I don't mean 3 bags. I mean so much candy, that would be great.
Okay, cereal and candy.
So much candy.
So much candy. I'm gonna have
Great.
to like.
Fantastic.
I want to jump onto that, and I want to say just make sure there's a nice mix of like sour candy and also chocolate.
Sour
Oh,
candy.
and fruit, and just the sweet fruit kind.
And sweet fruit.
And
Okay.
you know what? Also, ice cream.
Ice cream.
And you know what? If they have cake, or I have a bit of a sweet. If they have cake or cookies, you know, whatever looks good to you. Incredible.
Right. I've got So I've got polka dots, paint, Taylor Swift quotable stickers, like enough letters to do that. An ottoman, glow-in-the-dark stars, enough for 3 rooms. Cereal, a healthy mix of so much candy that includes sour, chocolate, and sweet fruit specifically. Ice cream, and then like whatever looks good to me in the pastry aisle.
Don't worry about expiration dates. I will eat it. Like, I will eat it before it goes bad. Like,
That okay, got it. Don't
Thanks,
worry
Skip.
about it.
thank
Skip,
you
I
so much.
wrote
Incredible.
everything down for you
Fantastic.
because it seemed like a lot of stuff, so I wrote it down. And Masa just hands him one of those, have you let Jesus come in your life pamphlet? But he scribbled all on the back of it.
Skip takes it. Like Skip full on has a clipboard, but also takes that and says thanks.
Is
Yeah.
God on your grocery list?
He pauses, looks at the back of it, looks back. Right, okay, here. All right, gonna put this here. So yeah, I'm just gonna go put this order in and then run to the grocery store, and you all get settled in, and Fatima will be here in a little bit. And Skip, removes their very committed, nerdy apron, hangs it up on a hook. I'm gonna leave this here if you don't mind. Like I'll take it later, but I'm coming back. So do you mind if I leave this here?
Yeah, no problem.
Don't mind it at all.
All right then. Then Skip does something odd. There's a place near the front door where you can leave shoes if you wanted
Skip does
to.
something odd?
And Skip has those Birkenstocks on, right? But Skip leaves that pair of Birkenstocks by the door and then slips on a pair of Crocs that was left there and then makes his way out of the front door.
That's not weird to me. Like, I personally have house shoes and outdoor shoes.
Correct. Same.
Oh, yeah, you gotta make sure that you don't get any dust on the rug or carpet.
Masa takes off his sneakers and puts them by the front door very sheepishly.
Hey, you know what? New roommates living together, communication is key. Like I said before, teamwork makes the dream work. Yeah.
So we're officially a shoes off house now then?
Yes. Okay. And I'm currently in the process of chucking off my my giant combat boots, and I'm just like, I'm gonna leave these here.
Fiona's already barefoot. She totally picked rooming with Masa so that because she figured Masa probably doesn't wear makeup, and she fully takes over 3/4 of the bathroom counter.
I love it.
It's totally cool. Like Masa, when he came in with his stuff, he has a backpack and a duffel bag. That's all his stuff.
Perfect.
So
she
the rest of the closet and room and
I just like the idea. Who's gonna take up the least space in the bathroom? So with that, Skip runs out. The house is yours.
do you think we should get them all a thank you basket? Because they're doing a lot of stuff, and this is a really nice place, and I kind of feel bad that we're staying for free, even though I know we're working. But I thought maybe like a thank you card or like a gift basket or something might be a good idea.
I don't have money. Like, that's not
Well,
something
Yeah,
I
that same. I appreciate what they're doing, but I don't think I can.
I can chip in 50 cents for a greeting card.
What if we made handmade like a thank you card?
Oh, we could use the paint.
Oh, I know how to
Skip's
knit.
getting.
Okay, so in a
We
few
could
weeks
knit
we can
them
give Skip like a scarf or
sweaters.
something.
Wait,
Yeah.
That's cool. I actually do cross stitching.
Well, okay, we can totally make them something.
Yeah, like maybe
I don't
like
know if they'll use it.
maybe like socks. If you knit socks, then I
Oh.
can embroider them with like their initials and stuff, and then they'd have warm feet.
Yes, everyone needs socks.
You need
That's
socks
true.
if you have Birkenstocks and Crocs.
Hey, it's a
In the
thing now.
winter,
True.
if you're wearing
Yeah,
your Crocs
surely
in the
he's not
winter, you
wearing Crocs
certainly
in the
need
winter.
socks.
Okay.
They
fair
make
point.
winter Crocs. They're like fuzzy inside.
That sounds comfy.
You mean frocks? Sorry. I have to get
Fiona takes out her cell phone and I assume that we have Skip's phone number.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. She takes out her cell phone and text messages Skip. We're gonna need construction paper and glitter glue.
So
Wait,
bad
no,
for
we
our
can't
fairy
ask
butler.
him to buy the materials that we're going to use to make him a card.
I don't
Thought
have.
that counts.
I didn't bring my crafting supplies. I have makeup and clothes.
You know what?
Mm.
You know what? What if when he comes back with all this stuff, right? We make him food.
I mean, I was
Food
gonna
is
make
a
a lasagna.
great gift.
Yeah, we can invite him to dinner.
And
I
we can
got the
also
stuff.
make a dessert lasagna, so we can have 2 lasagnas.
I've never made a dessert lasagna, and I'm gonna do it tonight.
Exact. Yes. Let's do it. I've never made one either. I just made that up. But if we throw a bunch of chocolate and vanilla things together, I'm sure it'll be good.
What are we gonna use
Hey,
for the
Flip.
noodles?
How big are the lasagnas you make?
I mean, what do we got for a pan? We got a roasting pan. I can make a big lasagna. I can make 2.
Can you make 2? I really like lasagna, but I would feel bad if I ate too much lasagna, because then I wouldn't be able to share with other people. So I just wanted to make sure.
Well, we can like cut it into thirds, and you can have a third, and then we divide up the rest.
Oh,
that
that's
Yeah,
really
I-
nice. Yeah.
I only need 1 piece of regular lasagna. I will probably need at least 3 pieces of dessert lasagna.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Let me see what we got in the kitchen, all right?
Can I help? Can I help? Can I help?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Is there a gym at this condo?
You have a room that could the practice room, and it just has like mats in it and like a stereo, but doesn't have gym equipment in it yet.
That's fine. She doesn't need to lift weights or anything. Fiona hears what we're having for dinner and goes to the practice room and starts doing body weight exercises like push-ups, squats, running
just
through
gotta
all
make
of
that
her
room.
dance drills.
All right.
Cross goes into their room, and you see them come out, and they're completely changed, and they have a backpack on, and when they turn around, it's one of those backpacks that you can put your cat in, and and both of their cats are, and they're like, I'm gonna go for a mile jog real quick, and they like head out.
With the cats. I love it. Oh my god.
Nyx brought an acoustic guitar with her. So she gets it out and slings it around and starts tuning it up and says, you know, it's not a real authentic Italian dinner without some music, I think. I'm going to try to make some music while we wait for everyone.
Volare. Whoa. E cantare.
So, and as everybody is doing what they are, what is Nova doing as everyone is cooking, jogging, playing music, working out?
I guess she'll get started on those socks because while she does knit, it does take her a while to finish, which she didn't mention before. But yeah, she's going to start knitting those socks.
Y'all just set up the most domestic.
Immediately a domestic
Very
at you.
cottagecore.
All right, so we'll fast forward a little bit. And Skip has not returned now, but by the time you've got the lasagnas in the oven, Cross has come back from their jog. I'm sure Fiona has gone through everything. Nova is making socks. You all hear a knock at the door.
I'll get it.
Check the peephole first.
Oh, right. Checks the peephole.
And you see Fatima. Today, Fatima is wearing a jersey, like a basketball jersey, and a pair of comfortable jeans, some heeled boots, hoops, a hat worn to the side. Casual, but still dressed up somehow, as she's carrying 2 large paper bags. Gives a small little nod, wave.
Masa opens the door. Hello. Welcome to our home. May I take your shoes, please?
Fatima pauses. Fatima's like,
Cross walks up behind and goes, Masa, you don't have to take the shoes. You just, you ask them to leave them at the front of the door.
Oh, right. Sorry. I
It's
want to be
okay.
polite.
We're all learning new things.
That's cool. Sorry. Please come in. Welcome to our
Fatima was like, all right. I like, okay, shoes off. And hands you the 2 large paper bags.
Yeah, Cross, in order to show off, takes both of them like, this is nothing.
Like, just like, was handing them to Masa.
But with one hand.
She's like,
I'm like, yeah, I got it. Don't worry about it.
Fatima just laughs and unzips her boots and leaves them at the front door. And
Oh, sorry. Be right back. Masa runs to the kitchen. Flip. Do we, Fatima's here, but I don't know if we have anything to offer to drink. What should I do? Should I ask her if she wants water? Is the tap water okay? Do you think she'd like it?
Yeah, I mean, the tap water's fine. I had some. I'm
you
sure
have
there's
a
bottled water in the-
refrigerator full of stuff.
Like, he goes and he, like, opens up and he's like, there's Coke and Pepsi and...
Oh, they got the fancy fizzy water here too.
Yeah, the fizzy water.
Oh, they have Mr. Pipper. Let's go. Okay.
Fiona
runs back into the living room.
Fiona's coming
Can I
out.
offer you?
Oh, sorry, go ahead. You go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say Fiona like hears what's going on. Like she sticks her head out in the hallway from the bedroom. Her hair is wet. She's about to put on pajamas, but she's got her towel wrapped around her. She looks out, sees it's Fatima, and quietly sinks back in and changes her mind about what she was gonna put on and puts on some like a cute dress.
Fatima is just watching everything with like just watching people go back and forth.
What did we do? Why did we do this?
Fatima's like, Skip. It's not really good with text messaged, but definitely contacted me. Let me know you all like pastries. So I stopped by one of my favorite bakeries. There's congratulations ice cream cake, and then
Ice cream cake? I start digging through the bag.
There's some cream puffs. Because we believe in, moderation, eat what feels good, do what's right for you, and so on. And we also want you to enjoy what you eat. So we make sure we get what we can. I'll wait for Fiona, and then I guess we can go ahead and I can talk. You all can eat or keep doing what you're doing. I'm just here to pass along messages, let you know what's going on. Very chill today, since it's your first day.
Okay. Can we offer you a fizzy water or a Coke or Pepsi?
You know what? I would love a fizzy water. That would be.
Masa scramble to the kitchen.
Fiona comes out. Her hair is still wet. She's like braiding it into a single braid. Sits like near where Fatima is and tries to act cool.
I am sitting across from Fatima and I have a whole ice cream cake in my lap and just a fork and a spoon and I'm already halfway through it. I'm
Just
having a
double
great
fisting
time.
cake.
Yeah.
That's absolutely. I've got the fork for the cake part and the spoon for the ice cream part, so I'm just like digging through there.
I have my guitar and I'm kind of sitting at I'm assuming there's like a bar that kind of separates the living area from the kitchen. I'm sitting there strumming and I'm just kind of like making up just nonsense lyrics based off what people are doing. Just like Flips in the kitchen, making lasagna. Oh, look, there's Fatima.
Fatima was like, this is... Again, sits back for a moment to just watch everything before she just goes, all right, so I see you guys are getting settled in to the dorms pretty good. Skip's got like this long list of stuff. Customization's great. Just make sure if you do anything significant, do the before and after pictures. That gets really good traction on the socials.
I take a picture of my ice cream cake before I've eaten all of it.
Flip is going to be like staging his lasagna. Like, it's going to be a thing.
Oh, Flip's food blog.
Yeah, that's awesome. Masa comes back with 7 glasses that he's all filled with fizzy water because he felt bad for not getting everyone water. So now everyone has a glass of water in like a fancy glass cup.
I'm using it to wash down the ice cream. It's just absolutely.
Oh my god.
So Nova was sitting on the couch still, but she like holds up her sock and she's like, guys, I'm almost done, but it's like very clearly like halfway done. It's taking her forever to finish the sock, but she comes over and sits down.
Yeah.
With my mouth full of ice cream, I go, those logs are really good. All those look really cute. Mom.
All right, so I'm thinking that we had several potential venues for your debut performance. Like, you all need to start thinking about some covers. We've got Rick has an amazing track that he's working on right now. Nalia has offered some lyrics for it. It's going to be this wonderful like first piece for you all, but we didn't want to wait for the original song yet because, again, we need to get you all some followers, get you all some fans, get people really excited to purchase this original song. So while Rick is working on that, I thought you all should really kind of lean into this what was kind of old-timey kind of sound, but make it modern for a couple of things. And then have like a really good dance number. You all might want to do an a cappella piece. I know a lot of you all did some amazing auditions. Whatever you all feel will show off some of your talents, but also who you are as people for this first fan meet. Looking around, seeing the list you gave Skip, we had multiple venues. I think we're going to go ahead and go with Galaxy Goodies. It's an ice cream shop. And it's also got like this semi-arcade feel. It's hip and... All
right, we're doing Pinball Wizard.
Yes.
It's hip.
Do we get free ice cream?
So here's the cool thing. I think if we get this right, how I pitched it to them is, yes, you'll get free ice cream based on what your favorite ice cream is. And the fans that come in will each get a free ice cream from a selection of ice creams, each one representing you. So like if your favorite flavor is chocolate, there'll be chocolate on that menu, and the fan that comes in to the fan signing pays a little bit of money for the performance. They'll get access to chocolate ice cream if they want it, you know? So almost like your spokespeople, right? So that's what I'm thinking. Don't know any other groups that have had a debut in an ice cream shop, but I think it would be like unique, and it also would be personable. Like it's not so inaccessible to the average person. You know what I mean? So that's the vibe I'm feeling here. Everyone on board? Think it'll be a good kind of thing?
Hella cool. Love it. It's gonna be
Fantastic.
so cool and like different than what other people do. I love it.
You're really smart. That's a really good idea. Glad to have you as a manager. Really good.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Appreciate that. I saw Masa's hand go up. Like,
Yes. I was wondering, do we have a name for our band yet?
that's part of. See, normally we just give you a name and be like, "This is the group," but like the mystery behind it is keeping people following, people keep guessing what it's going to be and so on. So when you actually get to Galaxy Goodies and do your performance, we're going to have like this banner unfurl behind you that will have your group name on it. So you will find out when your fans find out and when
So
it finally goes.
It's a surprise.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Awesome. Surprises are great. That was
Okay.
my whole question.
All right. I like questions like that. Anybody else? How are you feeling? How's it go? Okay. Fiona.
Do we have a choreographer? Or is that up to me and Masa?
We do have a choreographer who will start to come and work with you all. Once you've decided on your set list, we need 4 songs. We also will encourage you and Masa to like work on your own choreography, show the choreographer what you have, and incorporate your ideas with, you know, the choreographer's knowledge of the space and how much room you'll have and, you know, framing and all of that sort of stuff. So,
Awesome. When is this again?
next week.
Next week. Okay, cool.
I will also say this, the choreographer is also there to make sure that while we have some dance breaks that really show off the dancers, you know, talent, flexibility, some original stuff, maybe some lifts, maybe some popping and locking, who knows. We also want to make sure that there is dancing and stuff that everyone else can follow along with and do as well. So that's mainly why the choreographer is there, so that you all will be in sync and also have those dance breaks that really show off the dancers. So really excited.
Fatima, I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
Will there be somebody doing our hair and makeup, or is that up to us?
There will be you have a stylist and you have a makeup artist right now. The makeup artist has about 2 assistants. But again, we want you all to have autonomy. We want you all to have input. If you say, hey, I'm feeling this look, or I'm feeling that look, or hey, I'm not feeling this or that, we need you to speak up. And if you decide, hey, I'd like to put my outfit together based on what's, you know, available, what's the theme, we want to support you in that. So yeah, I think this will be good. I think this will be a good introduction.
This is going to be more than good. With this group, it's going to be incredible.
Like that energy. So yeah, that's pretty much the plan for now, and I hope that if you have any questions, concerns, or anything, like, you can contact me as your manager. It's my job to really be that liaison between you and the studios and so on. A lot of people are interested in what you're doing and where you're going, and you're going to change like the face of music. So I'm excited, and it's an honor for me to be able to be part of this journey with you all.
Did you hear that, guys? We've got a performance. Let's go. We're going to do it.
Hey, do you want some lasagna?
You know,
It's almost
I
done.
would love some lasagna, but my body would not love me if I ate that lasagna.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's fair. That's fair.
But you can do
We
me a
also
solid.
have
Uh-huh.
dessert lasagna.
That's probably worse.
Again, I want to be accessible to you as a manager, and that would definitely make me inaccessible for at least 7 hours. So,
Okay, respect.
Say no more.
but that's what this fizzy water is on point. Like this, like however it was poured in this cup,
Good job, Masa.
totally feeling it.
I think someone was going to make a salad. Do you want a salad?
Yeah.
I
was going
have
to make a salad.
I have a feeling every time I come here, you all are going to try to feed me. So how about this? Next time, I'll also bring something, and we'll cook something together as we discuss what's about to happen.
Oh,
Awesome.
Love it.
Love it.
Family
Sounds great.
dinner.
Yeah. Again, I'm not going to be here long. This is your space. This is your sanctum. And I want you all to really have time to bond. But I wanted to let you know what's coming up. Want to remind you all that you all have the opportunity to start shaping your little mini vlogs, how you want to connect to your fans and so on. All we ask is that every day or every other day, a minute, 5 minutes or whatever, you spend some time with a quick live, say hi to people or tell them what you're working on, show off your sock knitting or your food or whatever it happens to be, so that the fans also feel like they're getting to know you as the person, because we really think it's important to separate the person from the performer. Like, we all love to be entertained, but being able to say that's who they are on stage, that's not how they are in their everyday life, I think helps to mitigate parasocial like situations. So
we have to do it by ourselves.
no, like you could even say, hey, I'm gonna connect with you and we do this stuff together, just so that you're going out there and
Oh my God, Masa.
Frost is already tweeting the before and after of the ice cream cake because I've absolutely finished it. It's gone. It basically disappeared. I'm a magician.
Fiona's got so many ideas about all the like different makeup looks she's gonna put on each of you for her makeup Instagram, and then all the dances she's gonna do with Masa on her dance TikTok.
Keep in mind, we're also going to unfurl like our own kind of like live/social media place, so you have some safety in what you're posting and sharing and don't have to worry about people haunting your stuff. That comes out next week, so when that does, you all will have accounts, the ability to post your personal information plus your videos, and we'll try to channel your fans through that so that you don't have to deal with as many issues on your other accounts and so on. So that's what I have. If you need me, you've got my number. Tomorrow, I've told them to let you have 2 days to settle in, but the day after tomorrow, be prepared to get up early in the morning, get picked up by the van, and they're going to drive you to the studio, and we're going to start doing some practice and stuff and prep for your performance. So enjoy it, settle in. I heard a cat meow. I'm so happy that you've got the cats here. Pets really do wonders for serotonin. We just need you all to know, if you do want to bring another pet here, you do need to let us know beforehand. Just because we need to have someone who is able to care for your pets in case you go on tour. And if we know about it, we can provide that. All right, y'all. Keep at it. And Fatima just sort of gets up, will handshake, dap, or hug everyone on her way out, depending on what they prefer. Smells the air, but the lasagna smells bumping though. Like, I may come up one of these days and show y'all some gluten-free ways of doing some stuff, and we really hook it up as I discuss, tour dates and other technical stuff that's boring but necessary. And Fatima makes her way to the door to exit. And as night falls and lasagna is out and dessert lasagna is out and dessert lasagna is out, and the desserts that Fatima brought and all of your pre-refrigerator stocked. Like, the refrigerator has the drinks, it has some basic vegetables, like everything you would need in a basic refrigerator. Household grocery list, with room for you all to skip to get something new. The knitting, whether it's knitting or guitar, it is the most domestic band condo situation that the camera would pan out to. And I always wrap up episodes with epilogues, right? What's going through your character's mind and what's happening. But because of the theme, we will wrap it up with the epilogue being like a mini blog / vlog for each user, what they would be telling their fans about their day and how they're feeling and what they're excited about. And then tell us who you are as a player and where we can find you. First, we'll go to the bedroom of the night sky with Nova and Nyx. As you all settle in for the evenings, you all have been given like these devices that are kind of like iPods, but they're for specifically filming or taking pictures and so on. And we'll start with Nova's kind of end of day wrap up. What's Nova talking to her fans about, and what's going through her mind?
I guess she's just recapping everything. I made a sock today, guys, and I will hopefully be finishing up the pair for that so we can gift it to some of our wonderful staff after I make some other socks, I guess, because only one person can use one pair of socks at a time. Yeah, I forgot the other things that you said you wanted to talk about.
Just how is Nova feeling, and what is Nova excited about?
Right. I'm super excited for our performance that's coming up because we get to find out what our name is, and I want to know already. I don't know if you guys have any good guesses, but I just want to know what it is. Super excited. Also, just mentally exhausted, but again, also excited to get started on everything. I'm just a little ball of excitement and exhaustion at the moment.
All right, and who are you as a player, and where can people find you?
What do you mean? Who am I as a player? Like my
Your outro, yes.
Oh, so my name is Annie Oakley. You guys can find me on Twitch and Twitter and pretty much every other thing. It's the same name, Annie Oakley, ANIOAKLEY. Yeah.
Alrighty then. We go to Nyx.
Nyx is sitting on her bed with her vlogging camera and playing kind of a little acoustic cover of some of her favorite songs. And that she's thinking that's going to be the subject of her vlogs, is sort of her deep cuts, the songs that she listens to a lot and the things that are meaningful to her. And she is very excited for the showcase that's going to be at was it Galaxy Goodies, and is curious to see what the name is going to be as well, and is kind of asking, it's like, oh, what do you think the name's going to be? Like, I hope it's going to be blah blah blah. What do you think? Kind of cheeky little things like that. And my name is Amanda. You can find me on Twitter at Panda Cabra. And I don't really do a lot of Twitch, but you can find me here on Wednesday nights now with the Composure cast. And I really like tabletop RPGs and goblins. So please send me your friendly little goblins so I can look at them.
All right, now we go to the bedroom of Cross and Flip. And we start with Cross. What is going through Cross's mind? Like, how is Cross engaging their fans right now on their vlogging camera?
Oh, yeah. So I'm sitting on my bed, top bunk, baby. I have my sitar, and I'm doing like a sitar rendition of a Taylor Swift's "The Last Great American Dynasty," and Layla and Majnan are like in my lap as well. And I'm just like doing that little cover, having a great time. And all I can think about is like, I was hanging out with everyone today. I'm on a sugar high as well. I should mention that, from eating like an entire ice cream cake. And I'm just thinking about how this really is only the beginning. And everyone here is so talented and amazing. And we're going to do such great things together. And then me, as a player, I'm Layla Baman Ziari. You can find me on Twitter at capital L Bamanziari, which is, let me spell that for you, Bahmanziari. And I'm just chilling out there. I'm here on Wednesday nights, and you guys should come hang out with me and talk to me, because, I don't know, I think I'm fun to talk to.
All right. And for the roommate, Flip, how is Flip vlogging?
I think Flip is like laying in bed and he's just like, I am so full of lasagna. The cat stepped on me and it was awful, but I'm excited about cats. And I feel like he's got like battery operated string lights that he's like hung under the bunk bed. And he just like keeps like pressing the button so they're like blinking in different like patterns. But he's talking about how cool everybody is, and how excited he is, and just he kind of hates a little bit that he doesn't know what the group name is. It's like frustrating, but he's super stoked, and I am super stoked. I am Jess Reed. You can find me on Twitter at Bardic Bell. And I am also a part of Slady's ATL, and we are going to be starting up our new season of Hunt for the Heart Shards, and From the Siren Song with Love in September. I'm very excited to come back to that, but I talk about what I'm doing on my Twitter, so follow me there.
All right. And finally, the bedroom of the dancers. Like, are they doing a joint vlog or
I
two
want to think
separate
so.
vlogs?
I feel like I was going to ask if Tiff was okay with that, because like I feel like that's what Fiona would go for.
Yeah, and that means Masa doesn't freeze in front of the camera. He's totally okay with that. That's great.
Perfect. So Fiona's like, okay, here's what we're going to do. And she like shows Masa a TikTok dance. And then I want you at the end to pose with your arms crossed. And you know how like you do with the, and you can like make your arms look even bigger than they already are.
Like,
Yeah. That's gonna get a lot of views. Okay, and then you're gonna stand with your feet about 2 feet apart if you can, and then I'm gonna slide through and end like this at the end of the video.
oh, that's really creative.
Yeah.
Cool, let's do that.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the studio to do this.
Everyone else is in bed, but they're trying to...
and like the best part is like we totally are gonna have to get up early and practice, so it's great. We're staying up all night. And also I do want to point out Fiona ate almost as much as Masa for dinner. Like she can put it down.
And are they in pajamas or are they still dressed?
Masa's in a pair of gray sweatpants and this like kind of faded tank top because those are his comfy clothes.
So many views. There's so my TikTok is gonna blow up.
It's almost gray sweatpants season,
right? So Fiona knows what sells. So she's got on sweatpants as well and like a little tank top, teaches the dance and it's like, hey, make sure you check us out at the ice cream social until then, and then plays the song and does like the dance with Masa and ends it.
And what's going through Fiona's mind? Like,
Fiona's just like super pumped to have like a bro in the house. Like she's really excited to make friends with Masa. And like immediately like comes out and is like, I'm gay, like there's like this is just a roommate situation, just in case Masa was confused. But yeah, so she's just super pumped to have a bro in the house and to like make friends with everybody, and super excited, very full, and can't wait to like start this journey.
okay. What's going through Masa's? Oh, who are you? I was gonna.
Yeah, I was gonna
go
say,
back
I
and
should probably
forth.
say who I am. I am Nikki. I use she, her pronouns. I am an educator, LGBTQ and disability advocate for teachers, and running tech tonight. I also am co-creator of TTRPG, that's TEA-TRPG, where we run tabletop role-playing games as well as have a monthly talk show on the last Sunday of the month at 2 p.m. This time we have Sarah from Mustang's Art and my friend Marie, who is Java Cat Cosplay, coming up. She's got a really popular Caduceus cosplay, so that's our episode for August.
All right, and we go to Masa. What's going through Masa's mind? Like, what's happening?
Everyone here is so nice. You know, like Flip is really cool and he's older and he cooks really well because that lasagna was bussin'. It was so good. And like Nix is really talented with the guitar. He didn't even know she could do that. And Cross is really pretty and like really like sparkly and charismatic. And Fiona's like super cool and like really, really great at like being confident and stuff. And he's gonna try to learn from her. Like and Nova can knit and he can never figure out how to knit because all the things like he drops the pearls. It's really confusing. Like everyone's so cool and this is like such an amazing thing and they're gonna perform in front of people and everything's awesome. He's really excited.
All right, and who are you, and where can people find you?
My name is Tiff. You can find me on Twitter at RubyQuill, RUBYQUILL. You'll find me here on Wednesdays with this crew. But that's pretty much it so far. Yeah.
Alrighty then. And as we wrap with the vlogs and this amazing episode, I thank you all for joining in. I have been Honey, aka Honey and Dice. You can find me on Twitter at Honey and Dice. You can also find me on Instagram at Honey and Dice. There's just nothing there. I just didn't want anyone else to take the name. I write games, I play games, and I run games. But mostly I'm just everyone's biggest cheerleader. On Sundays, there's Clockwork Vines. And on Wednesdays, there's Composure, and I'm super, super excited about both of those things. I also want to celebrate everyone who's playing at this table, everyone who follows me, everyone who is in the community that appreciates this type of work, these type of stories. This week I hit an amazing goal. You can check my Twitter to see that was just basically the result of kindness. So I just want everyone to remember that kindness is an action, not just a word. And I want you all to love your you. And if that's hard today for whatever reason, know that I love you. Surround yourself with people that celebrate you when you're having successes, but also support you during your challenges. If they're not there when the going gets hard, they weren't there to start with. So I want to be there for you. And my world is a better place simply because you exist in it. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, morning, afternoon, whenever you watch this, whether it's on VOD, on Twitch or YouTube or whatever it may be. And remember, you are valid, and I see you. Until next week.